Is your track record not telling you it's worth the wait to wait for that trade? He's gonna say yes, everybody. He's gonna say yes. It's true.
Brian, take a look at Ryan's question.
I have a question from yesterday. So the 89 and 200, wait, hold on a second. On the 15-minute determines direction. That's just a simple, but the 699 chart, correct? Tick chart. Yeah. So we have a slight. We got to take the old trend video up down and put the new trend video up. But we had a slight change in trend this past year because uh, the markets were really slow. It took too long for our trend definition to change before we had our bias change. So basically, what we look at it, Ryan, is that if so, right now you have a mixed trend. Price staying, you're neutral right now. Price is above the 5-period moving average on 15-minute chart, but below the 200. So first and foremost, this is a 5-period simple moving average, 20-period simple moving average on the 15-minute chart. Okay. 10 times more consistent than ever before, just by following rules, people. All right, let's start with that. Uh, show your mouse. I'm bringing everybody to my yes screen. Bring everyone here. All right. Now you can see my mousey mouse. Okay. Just remember, you can click on whichever screen you want to click on at the top. If you want to see Coach Brian YM, click on that. If you want to see Coach Paul ES, click on that. If you want to see Coach Brian ES or Coach Paul Tick Century, click on that. Coach Brian Tick. Oh, I don't have my Tick Century up. What's going on here? All right, I'll put it up in a second. I'm still long, by the way, guys. I told you guys I was staying long. I'm long. Okay, okay. I don't know if you guys are following me on Tick Century or not, but that's what I'm doing. And like I told you guys, it'd have to break the news low for me to get out of that thought process. Um, so we have 89 exponential on the tick charts and a 200 simple on our tick charts. It doesn't matter if it's NQ, YM, whatever. 699 tick, ES, 133 on the line, 92 on the NQ. And simply put, right now we have a mixed trend. Price is above the 5-period moving average, but the 89 exponential is below the 200. Now it's starting to point up, so we're starting to see a hint of long, thinking about longs. But right now, we'd call this neutral. Does that make sense, Ryan? So, for instance, when the 89 does turn up and go above it, we're in an uptrend. When the 89 points down and the 15 period is down, let me do a global cross here. I mean, you guys are either long or you're not. So let me do global crosshair here with the tick chart and help you guys out. So this is our bias. This is how we create a bias. So we go back here and say, okay, well, price is pointing down. Price is staying below the 5-period moving average. So I'm going to take these trades with the 89 pointing down and price wanting to stay below the 89, uh, the 5-period moving average. Again, a push above it doesn't mean trend is up. This is why we have 2 or 3 factors of trend. But you've got a better picture of that right here as a little trend short. And that's overnight too, so that didn't really give us the best picture. Let's use yesterday. Yesterday, this is probably a better picture. Um, here's a good example from yesterday. I don't know why it's not showing my 15 minutes. All right, here we go. Better example from yesterday. Downtrend, price staying below the 5-period moving average, and you get a nice little sell signal. Okay, that's downtrend. Uptrend, opposite that. Price staying above the 5-period moving average. Comes down to the first touch rule. That's an uptrend, nice little bicycle. Got it, guys? If you have mixed trend, price is either above below the 5-period moving average, and it's opposite. Basically, it's on the opposite side of the 20-period moving average as the 89 is to the 200. And it's that simple. No, no need to make it more complicated than that, guys. It gives you a really great bias. It changes your bias pretty darn quick. So you're not guessing tops and bottoms, right? You don't have to guess a bottom or a top. And it doesn't, and it usually gives us a pretty good idea what direction we need to be going. I mean, actually, it gives us a really good idea what direction we need to be going every day. Oh, all right. So hopefully that helps out some of you new guys. Again, we are patient traders here. We're going to wait for these setups. We're going to wait for the price to come down. If we're looking for longs, we're going to wait for price to come down. Oversold stochastics, cross an HMA, buy it. If we're going to wait for price to go up if we're looking for shorts. Hopefully to his own. Overbought stochastics, hook down in stochastics, or cross up the HMA and sell it. I mean, guys, we're not complicated traders here, but damn, we're effective, really effective traders. Because we have rules that we follow, and we follow the rules really well. So with that being said, I bet nobody here would like to hear my thoughts on what we should be doing today.
Nah.
Nope. Okay. Nobody
I
wants to hear
think you'd be wrong about that.
it. I bet nobody. I'm gonna start doing that. Other days when I do it, nobody answers. I'm like, I feel like I should just keep it myself. Let's start. We'll start.
If nobody really wanted to listen to you, they wouldn't be here.
We'll start doing like 6-year reverse psychology. I bet you don't want to have fun today. Oh man. Okay, let's do this. Cheap. All right. Before we do that, I've got to look up one of those. See if we can find a couple of them. Oh my God, some of these are horrible. If trees could scream, would we be so cavalier at cutting them down? We might if they screamed all the time. That's a pretty good one, right? Deep Thoughts by Jack Andy.
And doggone it, people like me.
Ooh. That's an odd one. Grace started growling out of nowhere.
What does that
And
mean?
nothing unusual is out of place. And she never growls. Did I check and see if I'm being robbed?
Yeah, right?
Serious, she never freaking growls. Hang on a minute. Let me look around, guys. I'll do a morning
All right. Kevin. Uh, good morning, red wine.
Hey, Taylor, are you on the mic? So that I now.
It says he is.
I am.
I can't hear you, Michael. You're muffled. Best is going to chop till the open. Yeah, that's a really good observation there, Kevin. Yes, I would agree with that statement. Look at your range chart. It's I mean, technically, if you wanted to be a stickler, you were getting a valid short signal here on the ES, but I'll be passing on it. I will not be taking that. But it is valid, and it could come down to at least that bottom half of that little kind of range right there. So after the open. You want to let this market
Nice job.
point some,
Yeah.
give you some direction.
All right. I'm ready to do this. Who's ready for day plan? I know
Thanks,
you guys
Dave.
were ready
It
earlier.
did go well, Dave. Thank you.
What's that?
He's
Oh,
just
yeah.
in my wife's operation.
This is, yeah. She's in pain there.
Yeah, she's
But
hurting,
secretly,
but she's
Paul
doing good.
likes it. She's in pain a little bit.
It's always nice to flip this. I can't even joke about that. I don't
You
mean
can't. She's amazing. You got a great wife.
not all of us can have a houseboy like D Nice.
No, not all of us can have a houseboy. All right, here we go. Morning plan. You guys ready? Some people saying yes. All right, let's rock and roll. All right, let's do it, guys. Okay, here's my complete thought on today. I'm not going to go very far past 6 minutes because we really don't have to today. You get this nice little wick. Let's just expand this out like crazy here. Get this nice little wick right here on a low at 58.90.
Yeah.
Below that, guys, again, think about basing in the market, right? Why did the market stop exactly at the resistance level we said it would stop at? Okay, so now, do I think this is a big time seller's market? No. I obviously told you guys 3 weeks ago that this was a buyer's market. Those that were here 3 weeks ago, anybody remember that? Did anybody do what I said and put one micro on short 3 weeks ago? Do you know how much that micro would be up right now?
You'd have been a happy camper.
He's listening. Tell him we're proud of you, D Nice. We're proud of you for having a house.
I wish I could get away with one.
Oh man. All right. So this is what the point I'm trying to make here, guys, is what causes basing. Price goes to a level that there was indecision before. Okay, meaning there's some type of candle in the daily chart that says price either turned or stopped. Now the good news for all of us is we have all of those candles in the area: turn, stop, basing, everything. Drop, base, rally, drop, base, drop, drop, base, drop, drop, base, rally. I mean, we got everything in this area here, guys. So this tells us that there's a ton of indecision. Now, should the market, dude, I looked around the house and I don't know why you're growling and barking this morning, but are you going insane after your fifth birthday? You just turned 5 and I got to take you to a mental clinic? Jiminy Christmas. You going crazy, girl? She never barks and growls. I don't know what's this. I walked around and looked at everything. All right. So again, we're hitting our heads against what we know is daily major resistance on a daily basis, right? Which would cause blank basing like we're seeing right now. So my entire thought on today is if you stay below yesterday's low, you've got to be a seller. You just have to be. I mean, there's no other way to think about this. If you can get above yesterday's high, you have to be a buyer because yesterday is going to be a thing of the past if it gets above yesterday's high. If it goes into and stays above yesterday's low, then we might be looking at another basing day. Okay, that's my entire thought on this. So staying below 90, right? Staying below 58.90, and pick the same numbers because if I'm looking around here, the pretty much every asset class has some kind of range bound yesterday. So whether you like the YM, NQ, same plan. I would use the exact same plan for all 3 assets. Doesn't matter what you like, all 3 major indexes. And obviously you guys know I like to trade at ES and I do well on it. So 58.90 should be your line in the sand. All right. Below that, you're constantly thinking shorts. Above that, you're thinking maybe we're going to be in another inside day, range bound day. Above yesterday's high. High above yesterday's high of 59.25. Now the great thing about yesterday too is it's not the kind of ranges we've been seeing, smaller range. So there's a lot of scenarios that could happen today and all three could be good for us. Yesterday we had nice clean swings to trade off of, so that wasn't a hard range bound day to trade. Really, was it, guys? I mean, think about it. How many people you guys did really well yesterday from from records I got. Yay, nay. So, I mean, you've got to put in the back of your mind that there's a chance that today may act like yesterday. You'll still get clean swings, but those of you waiting for stochastics, momentum, let me put in trend, momentum, stochastics to all line up. You're gonna have to wait a while. That's okay though. It's not gonna kill you. You saw 3 times where I showed 3 times yesterday. We had 3 perfect good trades intraday. If you just waited for trend, momentum, stochastics line up in your favor. So that's what we need to do, guys. Trend, momentum, stochastics. Going back to the basics. Today's class is going to be on what? Guess what? Yes, I said swings in the markets, but we're going to talk about trend, momentum, stochastics as it relates to swings in the markets. Until it's pounded in everybody's head. We've gotten too far away. Most of you guys a lot of us have gotten too far away from just remembering that one mantra: trend, momentum, stochastics. Trend, momentum, stochastics. All right, so everybody understands what I said, right? You guys have the plan. So 26 on the high side. You'll be on the longs. I mean, basically, yesterday makes a breakout, right? So if we, which is why we had the short and long set. Those of you in Premier Clubhouse, which is why we set the short and long up, because yesterday creates a break, and that created a nice little short for us, didn't it? Oh no, you're off today. Oh yes, you're off today. All right, you can do Premier Clubhouse. Nice, nice. And you get to do class today. Everything lined up.
One of these days I'll get in there.
I need about a couple dump truck loads of dirt. Finally. All right. Now with that being said,
There you go.
any
Showtime.
questions on the plan, guys? Any questions? We're coming into the open right now. Right now.
Right? Meow.
Right meow. Any questions, guys? Any questions on the plan? Any questions at all? Ask right now. This okay? Then somebody start typing in the numbers that I gave you and what you should do in respective areas. Type it out and tell me. Okay, 5890. What does that tell me?
I like this
5890 what?
77 here, guys.
20. But what does it tell? There you go. All right. Okay. Well, carry on this long above. Don't just say long above 5890. The long is really above what, guys?
I missed it.
Yeah, Kevin's getting it. Now, what do you do between 5890, Kevin, and 26? Thank you, guys. But how do you trade? How do you trade between the two numbers? You could sit on your hands. That's one option. Treat it like a range. Trend, momentum, stochastics. Hey, how about that? Guys, this isn't complicated, is it? I mean, we came up with a day, and I guarantee you, if you follow my daily plan just now, and you follow trend, momentum, stochastics, and you short when it's down, and you're long when it's up, you're going to make money. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I'm not supposed to say that word, but I'm going to say it again. I guarantee you will make money today if you follow trend, momentum, stochastics, and apply it to those numbers that we gave you. Meaning that if we're going into 90 like we are right now, 58.90, you may not want to be buying it until it gets past it. Right? You're going to buy into resistance? I don't know. So again, for me, I would be long again if it breaks up the high it got the high it got to after the news. Oh my goodness! I'm gonna take my $750 and go home.
There's your short on the NQ.
90 was the low of yesterday, so that's just I'm just using that as a guide.
Oh shoot! I went the wrong way.
You went short instead of long.
Yeah, I killed it for a quick little profit.
Well, if we break
Yeah.
above now, if, again, oh, sorry, Scott was right on that 98. If we break above 98 now, I would have a problem being long. 98.25 to be exact. Now that is a breakout trade, but it pushes us right back into yesterday's territory, which would push us into probably top to the top of that range at least before we start seeing some selling. Yesterday's range, or we get some traditional trading that we haven't seen in a long time, and price just makes nice little clean swings for us, which is what class is going to be on today. If you don't want to be in class, don't be a
All
professional.
right here.
Don't come.
Oh, I missed
I
it.
know swings in the market. I know how to use them. If you know all that, don't come to class. Oh, Michael, I'm just seeing your message. Michael, yeah. You just missed that one part about playing it like an inside day if we creep back up into that territory. Good job. I get a lot of private messages, so I prefer if it's something I can just say out loud instead of privately. I prefer to say it out
Man, it's easier just to talk it out than type it out.
loud. So, yeah. By the time I'm done typing, I could say, hey, Jose, good job. Plus, I'm using my all whacked out bat scratcher I found in Florida last time with weird claws, alligator hand. Makes things hard.
That's the one that's flipping the bird.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's the same one I took a picture of and sent you guys. I'm scratching my back with it. It does kind of look like it's flipping a bird, doesn't it? All right. What do you guys want to talk about? Everybody's good with the plan, but it's confusing when you are the screaming of the trees. I gotta admit. What? Are you just now replying to that Jack Handy comment, Kevin, or am I just now seeing it? The screaming of the trees.
Yes.
We can do another one. What, you want another Jack Handy comment, guys, while we're waiting on something to do? It tried to get above it. What was that high there?
I was gonna say it failed.
98.50, one tick above. Let's see if it does that again. If it does that again, guys, it must
Come
be
back to
off.
89.
If God dwells inside us, like some people
Sure.
say, I sure hope he likes enchiladas because that's what he's getting. If a child asks why does it rain, tell him it's because God is crying. And if the child asks why is God crying, tell him it's probably because of something you did.
All right, this is setting up here.
What do you want to do? Oh, those are people. What? Red Wine has a trial bet? Well, he always does. Matthew? Oh, he's new. Okay. John? Jim's still on trial, I guess, right? Is Jim still on trial? Paul?
Yes, Jim is yes.
I gotta talk to you, Jim. Let's have a conversation, buddy.
Anybody take that bounce off on the NQ there? $150 scalp.
Now you're about to get a buy signal here on the ES.
Don't take it now though. It's going to dump through here now.
Give it just a second longer. And it just couldn't get above. All right. Well, there you go. That's why I have rules, people. And that's why I follow rules.
Here comes your buy signal.
Got my trades under my rules this morning. And I don't have flip coins right now on the ES. And Paul's calling shorts on the NQ. Or did you call it short or long?
I did. No, I called a long bounce right here. I got target off. There we go.
That's a great way to read. Dan F always chimes in with the best comments. There we go. There's your long signal I told you guys we can get. And if you followed me and you had your long button on, you're in it and you're about
I'm
to
in
get
it.
target off.
I'm
I
way.
told you guys the
oh,
long
target's
one's
off.
coming.
My target's off a long time ago. Oh, I'm in it.
Trades off for Brian.
I'm in at 92.
Auto trader for the win, baby. Can you guys imagine that? That our auto traders actually work for winning
Nah,
trades? Can you
they're
believe that?
overrated. Where's Dorian? He's always asking if we ever use that. Oh,
I use
you
it
just
every
used
day. Every single day I use it. I make at least one good winning trade with it every single day. Just to prove that everybody that it works. Every single day, one good winning trade. I could probably do another long here. And you probably would want to jump back in long manually. But again, here's the issue I'm running into is that you couldn't break. You've had a few attempts at that 98 level, and really that wasn't the level before. So it's kind of getting me that 98 just came out of nowhere on us, like on me at least. It just doesn't seem like the spot where they would stop it at. 98 is weird. There's a weird, like 95 or 5,900. Not 2 ticks away from either of those, or 2 points away from either of those. So I don't get it. I don't understand why 98's the number today, but it is. And all the other charts show different numbers too. I mean, like look at the 60-minute chart, you'd think any kind of support would be at like 99 still. So again, 98 should not be the number. But somebody likes it there. I guess yesterday, somebody's calling that resistance from yesterday. That's the only thing I think. Somebody is calling that resistance. Vive la resistance.
I'm gonna try a bounce here coming up on the NQ.
Nice, Kevin. All right, a little bit of heat. No, that wasn't a bad trade, dude. That got you. Yeah, that got you, dude. This 6-minute rule. The 6-minute rule works, people. I don't know what to tell you.
Boom. There it goes. Anybody grab that on the NQ? No.
You do?
I said I'm going to grab a bounce here off the 77 on the NQ. Am I not? Is my mic on?
Nobody trusts your trade calls.
Okay, I'm up $780 in it. I'll keep my own money then. Thank you. You got it. Good job,
Okay.
Tony.
Guys,
Somebody listen to me.
Keep in mind too, you can mute the person you want to hear. So if you only want to hear Coach Paul's trade calls,
That's what it is. They all got me muted. Now that makes sense. No one's
if
listening to me.
If you don't want Taylor to listen to Taylor, mute him. If you don't want to listen to me, mute me. You have the ability to mute any person you want to mute, guys. So mute the person you want to listen to. If
Please
you're
don't mute me. I'll get offended.
if you're an NQ trader, mute me. Okay? And listen to Coach Paul's trade calls because he does really well with it. And do it in Tick Century because you'll rack up $750 like Coach Paul has this morning so far.
I'm up 750.47, 750.47 since the open on this account. Just in Tick Century. I've cycled through every one of my accounts. So
Somebody kill my mic. Sorry. Paul, can you hear me? I was just saying we got a long call. I told you guys to look for the long on the ES again. You guys
okay.
Paul, you can hear me, right?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay. All right. Anyway, sorry. I was just trying to get these guys into this long trade on the ES. I turned my button back on. Did anybody do it when I did it? Did anybody follow me on the ES and say, hey, Coach Brian turned his button back on, and he said there's going to be another long coming, and he said he was going to jump back into it. All right. How many? I said that three different ways that I'll jump back into this long and then I'm going to turn the auto trade back on, or I'll do a tick century. Did I not say that, guys? Everybody say yes, because that's exactly what I said. Okay. Something along those lines is pretty close to what I said. So you had 3 different options to get into this trade and make some money on. Now I should manage my stop a little bit better, but it's still a winning trade. That is what I said, guys. So you had 3 different options, and this lines up really well. You had momentum's up, trend is up, you know, oversold stochastics, you had a little W coming from a zone. I mean, what else? What else you want in a trade like this, guys? And if this is one that takes off, you're going to be sad that you're not in it, because if it breaks this level again here at 98, this will be a runner. If it does. Now, if it doesn't, it'll be a small little winner. Who cares? Either way, it's a winning trade, and it fits our rules, guys. So just to prove to you, our zones and auto trader work. Would you say yes? Was that a yes? I just proved it twice in a row this morning. Wasn't too flat for you, right? It was getting a little flat there, but it's still, price still staying above the 5-period moving average. You got higher highs, higher lows. That's the other thing we're looking at too. Still getting higher highs, with the exception of this little area. Still getting higher highs and higher lows for the most part. At least still getting higher lows. That's definitely happening. Okay, so in that scenario, I'd say trend is up. Yeah. So even if it's a little flat, but everything else says up, you got to go with up. Good question though, Kevin. Don't forget, guys. Remember, the final part of our trend definition is on the tick chart. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. 89 starting to turn. Price staying above the 5-period moving average on 15-minute chart. Not a complicated thing. And watch me have a run. How many people are in this? I mean, I'm gonna take a runner and it's just like taking candy from baby today. I wish I'd done that with tick century too. Silliness. All right, good job, guys. Good job. Again, we need more participation than just a few people that are here, guys. We got over 150 people with us. Paul, I didn't kick you off the mic, by the way. I don't know. Somebody kicked us both off the mic.
I noticed Taylor's gone too.
I know. Well, Taylor may have kicked himself off, but he's in this long. That's all that matters. I don't want to be too tight on my stop here, guys. We'll go another tick.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, Michael.
Full disclosure, I booted you and Coach Paul.
Oh, that's it. You're done. So revoke that man's privileges.
No, you mentioned how you can, if you don't want to mute, if you want to mute us.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, well let me mute
Oh,
you.
you definitely muted us. That's for sure.
Wait,
Not
you
about
can't. Well, if you have admin privileges, you actually take them off the mic.
Oh, okay, so I apologize, but at least you know.
Flat now. I was just about to tell you to follow my stop, Fritz, and it should be flat now. Yeah, sorry, I didn't get a chance to even get that out of my mouth before that popped down, buddy. Yeah, I literally before it popped down, I didn't even get a chance to get it out of my mouth. So, hope you're green though. You guys are green on that one though, right? Now I'm gonna hold off. We couldn't another crack at this level here, and it didn't make it through. I'm holding off of everything now. I might actually be. I'm over $1,000. Oh yeah, I'm done for the day.
All right, let's try another bounce here at this 77. Only thing is, there's a lot of selling action here. Be quick on it. Come on, bounce. Get up there. Oh, really? That's trying. Yeah, this is going to fail. I'm out. There he goes. Anybody take that?